Now then, everybody, just take a look behind me. Take a look at that absolutely incredible beach. I'm here today in East Lothian at Dunbar, and that is Belhaven Beach. Yes, it's another of those fantastic beaches we have here in East Lothian. I mean, who needs the Mediterranean? Who needs Barbados when you've got that right behind us? I'm here today to do a little bit of a walk around Dunbar, and I'd like to take you guys with me. We're going to take a look along Belhaven Beach. We're going to have a look at the bridge to nowhere. Then we're going to head into Dunbar and try and find somewhere to eat, perhaps down by the harbour. Fancy joining me? Welcome to Rog Vlog. And I think I need the hat. Let's go. Well, right behind me here is Belhaven Bridge, affectionately known by the locals as the bridge to nowhere. Well, at the moment, you can see that it obviously is a bridge to somewhere. In fact, if you cross over the bridge, you go over that little river and you arrive actually on Belhaven Beach itself. So why do people call it the bridge to nowhere? Well, you're going to have to come back later in the vlog to see what happens at high tide. So stick around. We'll be back when the tide comes in. But for now, let's get over the bridge and let's go onto Belhaven Beach. So definitely, currently, a bridge to somewhere. Wow, isn't this beach absolutely stunning? Now, there are just so many great beaches on this part of the East Lothian coastline. A couple of miles down there, if you watched the vlog before, is Tinningham Beach. In my opinion, one of the most stunning beaches in the entire world. But this one, Belhaven, well, I mean, this is pretty special as well, isn't it? There's quite a few people down here trying to surf. Shall we go and have a look? Well, I appear to have missed the surfers. Maybe they've gone off to have some lunch, but honestly, it is absolutely bracing down here today. I just love the sea air and the sound of the ocean waves. I think all this fresh air is making me hungry, so let's head back across the bridge to nowhere, from somewhere back to civilization, and we'll head into Dunbar. So don't forget, stick around till the end of the video to find out why this is genuinely called the bridge to nowhere. This area is known as the Dunbar Battery, and just behind me is a 25-pound gun looking out on guard over the sea. What a gorgeous view that is down towards Dunbar Castle, and right at the bottom there you can see the entrance to Dunbar Harbour, and that's where we're going to head now. There's not actually a lot left of the castle walls, and sometimes it's quite hard to distinguish where cliff becomes castle wall. And of course, because all those birds are nesting in the walls of the castle, quite a lot of those stones are stained white for obvious reasons. Let's go in for a closer look, shall we? Look at all those birds nestling in the stonework of the castle walls. And I absolutely love that natural archway down there in the foot of the cliff. I wonder whether that was some sort of entrance to the dungeons of the castle. And after the castle, let's head down to Dunbar Harbour. Apparently these aren't your common or garden seagulls. They're actually called Kittiwakes, and they're named after the noise they make, apparently. Looks like there's even a little cafe named after those seabirds, the Kittiwake Cafe. Well, the main harbour's Victoria Harbour, but there's also Broadhaven and Cromwell Harbour as well. So Dunbar Harbour is effectively split into three parts. A couple more seafood shacks over there. I think we might come back and have a look at those after we've walked around all the way to the harbour mouth. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, you know I love my harbours. This is one of my favourite. So, Victoria Harbour and... what was it? Cromwell Harbour? So we're walking along the other side of Victoria Harbour now, down towards the harbour mouth. Beautiful here today. That's the way up into town. We're going to head there soon and see if we can get something to eat. Looks like some very talented students from the Belhaven Hill School have provided these gorgeous paintings on the harbour side. Here's the harbour mouth. Again, another view of all those birds nesting in the walls of the ruined castle and, of course, on the sheer rock face of the cliff itself. I think we can go a little bit further round the headland. I'm pretty sure earlier on I saw more beyond this point. it's absolutely gorgeous here at the harbour mouth. I've made a really big mistake. I should have brought a coffee, copped a squat, and just sat here watching the boats coming and going. Do you know, there's just something so relaxing and chilling about harbours. I love them so much. So tell me, where's your favourite harbour? Comments down below. You never know, I might get round to visiting it someday. All right, let's head back towards town. It's also worth popping up here onto the harbour wall because you can see lots more rocks and lots more nesting seabirds. I just love the contrast between the open sea and the harbour. Well, isn't Dunbar Harbour absolutely gorgeous? But do you know what? I really do need to find somewhere to eat. Not sure whether I fancy chips or a burger or... I'm not sure. Let's go and find out what there is on the high street. So we'll head up from the harbour towards the town centre. See, there's a pub over there, the Volunteer Arms. That's a possibility. One of the things I love about just walking around these East Lothian towns and villages is just coming across unexpected things, like statues. Just take a look at this. Oh, I love this. There's also a little cat as well. And one on the other side, look. The statue is called the Creel Loaders. I really love these red stone buildings, and this looks like we're at the head of the high street. Little church over there, and here we are, Dunbar High Street. Belhaven beer, served in this pub, the Eagle Inn, is a local brew. The Belhaven Brewery is here in Dunbar itself. I think we'll go into this fish and chip shop. Cafe Central. But I actually fancy sausage and chips. I have got an absolute feast here. But it's such a nice day, I really don't want to eat inside, so I'm going to go and see if I can cop a squat down on the beach. I found a nice quiet sheltered spot down here right on the beach, so let's have a look at these sausage and chips. My absolute favourite to put on chips is gravy. And in the main, you can't find gravy in chip shops in Scotland. But today, that one I've just been to, I was absolutely delighted to see it up there on the board. Gravy in a Scottish chip shop. So let's get that gravy smothered over those chips. To say, it looks a little bit congealed, doesn't it? All right, let's go for a chip smothered in gravy. Now the chips are really crispy and soft inside, just as I like it. Gravy is, as I said, a little bit congealed. Maybe I should have stuck with the curry sauce. All right, I'm going to go in for this heavily battered sausage. really like that. It's a link sausage, not a jumbo sausage, not a smoked sausage, a link sausage. And it absolutely deserves that smattering of batter. Not sure the gravy is going to add much though. I think there's a reason why they don't do gravy in Scottish fish and chip shops. Well, that was absolutely delicious. It definitely filled a gap. Now, remember, I was going to tell you why that bridge is called the Bridge to Nowhere. So we're going to head back to Belhaven Beach right now, and I'll explain everything. And there you have it, the Bridge to Nowhere. Now, right at this moment, it's high tide. And I have to admit, the water hasn't come as far in as it sometimes does. So the illusion isn't as great as I was hoping it was going to be. But you can still see why it's called the Bridge to Nowhere. When the tide's out, you have to cross over the bridge to get over the river to get onto Belhaven Beach. When the tide's in, of course, the river bursts its banks, the seawater covers the beach, and there you have a bridge going nowhere. It's fantastic, isn't it? What a glorious afternoon, wandering along Belhaven Beach, wandering around Dunbar town centre, the harbour, the high street, and of course, those fantastic sausage and chips. Hope you also enjoyed the secret of the Bridge to Nowhere. If you enjoyed this episode of Rod's Vlog, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, subscribing doesn't cost anything. All you need to do is to click the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Until the next video, remember, there's always something to see. So get out there and find it. Now then, everybody, look at that fantastic beach right there behind me. Welcome to Dunbar. Oh, come on, that was... Well, Dunbar Harbour, or more like... Do it again, do it again.